I thought that was kind of neat how it pushed him to the corner but still facing the corner, so the only way they could roll if they were going to roll is back into the corner instead of out. I don't know, I think that a lot of stuff like that is going to be pretty cool, because if you can constantly put them in a new situation that they're not very familiar with, obviously all the advantage is up to you, I guess. But anyway, welcome to another episode of Growing the Beast, and I have no idea what number this is, but thank you for keeping up and subscribing and liking it and sharing it and all that nice stuff that awesome YouTube community members do. And of course the awesome fighting game scene, which we are all a part of. Are we esports? I don't know. Are we fighting games? Of course we are. But what are we? I have no idea. But as long as I get to play my video games, I am okay with whatever happens. Anyway, as you can see, I messed up there, but I had to redeem myself with a counter, make him look silly. Anyway, as you can see in this match, Raven's standing jab is good, causes a little bit of problems in general. After that little overhead kick mix-up, he has like a high or a low, or that move that crosses over. So Raven can be very annoying to deal with, especially with his good mobility, his good damage, and his good keep away. But what I've been experimenting with is kind of like what I showed at the very beginning, is that, you know, after you knock them down, crossing them up so if they roll, they have to roll in awkward situations or roll in ways that if you didn't cross them up, it would be the generic, you know, hold forward. But in this case, like maybe if you crossed them up after you knocked them down, they have to roll back, which just looks weird. So you get to stand right in front of them. I don't know, stuff like that. That's what I've been experimenting with a lot, along with other characters like Heihachi. Now I'm starting to play with Heihachi. He's really fun, and seems like he has a lot of crazy stuff. So that's why sometimes I mess up combos, because I'm like, oh man, there's so much random stuff I could do. What should I do this time? And then I normally just nub it out and go for the same one every time. But how I think this game should be played right now is constant switching between characters. Like, I think why characters that don't have to use meter from themselves are very good. Like, that's why Abel has a problem, because his get off move and his escape moves are meter dependent, and so are his damage move, like his EX tackle. But anyway, I think this is the way the game should be played, is constant in and out of each of your characters, because that way you're regenning life constantly, and you can start to regen, you know, a whole nother life bar basically. So if you do it right and you optimize your switching in and out with your combos, then you constantly have your characters regening health, and you know, theoretically the other person could have killed a life bar and a half, while you only have to kill a life bar if they're not doing that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I think that is so good. And that's also why I think characters like Hugo and other characters that have problems have bad setups for switching people in and out, like either not a good chain combo or not good combos like Heihachi's that works really well with this, like that combo right there, for switching in and out at the end. That's also why I think characters that don't have that are going to slowly fall lower to the middle or bottom, because they don't get to take advantage of the constant life regen that they get when they're trading off the work with their partner. And look, a Paul player. I've never seen one of those things. Props to this guy, very brave man. You know, Paul looks like such a badass. But yeah, I think that is going to be the way of the future. Along with other things I've talked about in the past videos. Another thing I think was awesome, and also why I put nothing but speed gems on Heihachi, is that Dude, speed gems change your jump speed too. So Heihachi has a sick jump and really good jump-ins, and I love jumping, you know me. So I was like, oh man, Heihachi has a horrible walk speed, I might as well just jump all over the place and with speed gems and try to get damage in big combos, which is honestly one of the funnest ways for me to play. So I was like, oh, all for it, even though if it's not like optimal or whatever, it's just really fun to do. But yeah, dude, look, doesn't Abel's scars look so much cooler when he has the volcanic ash skin? That's awesome, dude. His scars like stand out so much, like badass. That's why I use that color. I can't wait till we have more colors to experiment with. That's why right now I'm just leaving Heihachi normal skin, because I don't want another like same exact thing on him as I did with Abel. And obviously, but a thing to watch out for is when you're switching in and out is if you haven't regened the gray life yet, you'll lose it if you switch back to that character. So that's one thing to mind, you know, when to pick when to switch out and when to not, because switching out doesn't necessarily give you more damage. It doesn't give you more damage. Well, I mean, it gives you more damage, obviously. That's a one right there, what just happened. Dude, if you have a charge with Abel and they jump back, let that thing rip, dude. That thing will just destroy anyone that's jumping back, whether they're pressing a button or not, dude. That, if you do it at the right time, it'll just smash through everything. And then, yeah. But, you know, switching in and out, you know, using your cross cancel or cross tag or whatever the perfect name for it is that uses one bar in the middle of a combo, that, you know, it does give you a little more damage, but that is not the point. The point is giving your character a chance to regen life, which is so good. I mean, I was rocking life gens from the very beginning because I'm like, whoa, regenning life? That is awesome. That's so good, you know? I basically have a character with a lot of stamina instead of just, you know, that's essentially what it is. But now every character can do that. Well, always the characters could always do that, but technically all the characters do have a sort of life gem. If they keep switching in and out, you know, they'll always be regenning. That is what oh man, that is part of what the synergy is, I think. You know, you have synergy as far as your characters need to do good combos and set each other up well, but if they can keep on canceling in and out of each other, then you save so much life. And then, yeah. And canceling in and out is really fun. So, win-win, right? This Jin guy is, oh man. I always try to figure out team supers. Unfortunately, Abel doesn't have that great a team super setup, so I always forget about it. But he has a tail. I never noticed that. Kind of weird. You think like a tail is kind of a soft thing, but King's so hard. He's such a badass. Doesn't look like if this guy's letting me come out or not letting me like not coming in at me, then I'll just sit there and charge super, and they can't jump at me, so they gotta stay away again. And I'll keep on charging it. What? There was something else. Something about Heihachi. Yeah, that super is so awesome. Goes through fireballs. Goes almost full screen. I mean, Heihachi actually has a good amount of movement if he has meter, so that is pretty cool. He can punish a lot of stuff with that super. It's very far. And here I go a little too back light happy, which is that step kick, that awesome thing that is insanely fun to do. I equate it to Alex's standing roundhouse, his boot. Look how fun and awesome that thing looks. Obviously, it's hugely punishable, and I'm getting messed up because of it right now. But it's so fun. Such spirit damage. It's a moral victory every time you hit it. But that guy at the end did a sick pretty cool trap. And I tried to tag out, and the fireball put me on Blockstone, and he went for the mix-up and killed me. So good work. And look at King's quote. He's like the nicest badass ever. Anyway, see you guys. I'm out.